Hi, community. How are you doing? This is Spirit Guide. So, this is the Chakra Series, and right now we're going to discuss the inner eye or the third eye, right? So, this is the image for the third eye. I'm trying not to get the glare from the computer in the shot, but that's the image for the third eye, okay? And this card says clarity. Now, I'm not focusing on what the words say. The words on the card are used for a reading. Okay, so it would that message would make more sense in a reading. Right now, I just want to give you a visual because I'm a visual learner. So I'm assuming people watching my channel might be too. So that's what the image is for your third eye. So your third eye, as some of you may know and some of you may not, I'm just going to go through it. Your third eye in chakra is spiritual, right? So I always look at chakra as the spiritual explanation for the physical being, right? So it's kind of like chakra explains like, well, why do I do this to, instead of following what my right mind says, why do I do the opposite? So chakra is the spiritual explanation. It's the answer that we're looking for spiritually, right? So our third eye is physically located in the spirit world, right? In the middle of your forehead, right? And if you feel the middle of your forehead, there's a little indent usually. Even if you have a perfect forehead that's perfectly sculpted, there's a little dent, like very little. It's not flush. It's not the same as all the other bones, okay? So that could be definitely where you would see your third eye, okay? So your third eye gets messages directly from your crown chakra, okay? It gets it from your crown chakra, and actually all your chakras work together so that this can function, okay? So think of your third eye as like the commander. It's the one that's asking for all the messages, asking for everyone to turn their work in on time so that they can so it can get messages and feelings to our the rest of our chakra and our physical being. If your third eye is blocked, okay, what begins to happen is you lose focus on things that you should be doing, okay? If your third eye is blocked, you're not picking up on, of course, your intuition, which is very dangerous. And you're also not picking up on energy cues from other human beings, animals, anything, okay? Our third eye works so that we're able to feel senses, just like animals can feel danger without knowing what danger looks like. I mean, a person can look as nice as they want to look, and an animal may not want to go near them because the animal knows that that person is going to harm them or wants to harm them in some kind of way. Or when another animal sees another animal and you think, oh my goodness, this great big Rottweiler is going to devour this little kitty cat. And then that doesn't happen. The Rottweiler walks up and starts to lick the kitty cat, right? So that's their intuition. That's their inner being. And animals can only go by that. They now have learned language, apparently, different languages. So, I think that's awesome. Like when I see videos on YouTube and he's talking to cats in different languages and the cats are responding, it's like, wow. They know that language, so it's amazing. But as human beings, we also have that skill set. Like children have that same exact skill set where they do not have to know a person, but they can see a person, walk up to them and want to hold their hand because their intuition is telling them this person is safe for you. And that's important to say, right? So we have beings of the light, beings of the dark, and beings that are in transition, okay? Spirits that are in transition. So if your intuition, everyone's intuition is not going to be the same, okay? Everyone's intuition is not going to give them the same messages. It depends on you. It depends on what phase of life you're in, meaning your spirit. Are you in 100% the light or the north node, or are you in the dark, and which we all come from the south into the north nodes. We all do it. We all have had a dark part in our life where we have regretted some actions, and when we're in the light part of our life, the north node of our life, and there's no specific age for that, when you're in the north node of your life, then you start to try to make amends to the south node, to things and people you've done wrong. We all go through it, okay? So, but it depends. Your intuition will help you according to where you are in your spiritual transition. So for instance, if you are in your south node, which is the dangerous node of our life and the dark node of our life, if you're in your south node, your intuition is not going to give you beautiful sunny days all the time. It's not. Your intuition at that point is keeping you alive. Quite frankly, that's what it's doing. It's keeping you alive. It is keeping you out of immediate danger to end your life. That's where you hear people that are in their south node going through difficult times. They'll say, I got into a car accident. And oh my goodness, my car flipped over 14 times and I still walked out of it, because something told me to put my seatbelt on, right? Something told me to put a seatbelt on. Meanwhile, someone else's intuition of the light, who's already in their light node, their intuition might say, you know what, don't get in the car today. Or all of a sudden, when they go to their car, their cousin is taking their car and used it and they didn't know it. Or they go to use the car, there's no gas in it, right? So that is a message from your intuition. In the north node, it's trying to keep you safe. It's trying to keep you healthy and alive. If you're in your south node, it's still trying to keep you alive, but the intuition was put your seatbelt on. Okay, so that's the difference with our intuition. So don't expect everyone's intuition. Don't expect your intuition to be the same as other people's intuition. It all depends on where we are in our spiritual transition, okay? But don't ignore your intuition wherever you are, north, south, or in between nodes. Do not ignore your intuition. It is there to help keep you safe. If you have gifts of spiritual gifts, your intuition is bringing you messages so that you can help others be safe and live a happy and adjusted life. All right, so I hope I've explained the third eye to you, the third eye chakra, and the feelings that you would get, and more importantly, how our third eye can function depending on where we are in our spiritual journey. Remember, it's a timeline we're on. We're not all on the same path. Even though it's a timeline, we're still interacting with each other. We're still showing up on each other's timelines, and we're showing up in different stages of spiritual development, okay? All right, so have a great, beautiful, and blessed day. Sorry this video ran a little bit long, but I really wanted to just hone in on those points. Enjoy, and hit a like button to let me know that you love it. Thank you.